Hi, this is Leung back with Groove Live, and hopefully all of you are having a great day. This is a pretty early morning day for me, a quick start to my day, simply because earlier this morning at 8 a.m. my time, we did another live Groove webinar for all of you who are there. Who were there. Thank you very much for all of you who were promoting and had all of your people there. Congratulations, because we had the opportunity to explain everything Groove related to them. So hopefully the next time that we have one of those live webinars, you will be involved in those as well. And so obviously that one is about Groove. This one, it was all about how to get started online. And for me, it's I think the first one of and two or three webinars that I have for today. In fact, I have another webinar tomorrow. I have another webinar on the weekend. And yes, it is a big part of one of my businesses to do a lot of these online webinars and do a lot of these events. So if you're more interested in learning about how to get started for yourself and maybe even learning more about me and how I got my starts, I actually want to invite you, for those of you who are a little bit newer and haven't had the opportunity to, I want you to check out this Freedom Day video that we had been talking about. By the way, August 5th, if you're not aware, is actually Freedom Day, and it's actually an official Groove holiday for all of us here as well, here in the Groove community. And so with all of that, I think that this is definitely something, if you haven't had the chance to actually see this particular video about my story, how I got involved with Mike and Donna and Groove and all those things, this will be a great chance for you to get all caught up, because yes, I was talking about this and more on the actual webinar itself today. And so with all of that, I think it's a great chance for all of us to also get together as well. And speaking of getting started, and speaking of the webinar, I want to take a little bit of time today to actually share a little bit more with you about how I initially got my start. You can, of course, see the entire story in its entirety in the video that we just showed you moments ago. However, I want to start this story around the time that I actually left Google. You see, earlier on in my entrepreneurship journey, I attended some seminars, I met some gurus, and I started working with several different well-known internet marketers. Of course, Mike Filsaime being one of them, Donna Fox being another. There was one particular guru at the time who had started what he called an apprenticeship program, or an apprentice program. I think it was around the time that the whole Donald Trump apprentice TV show, reality show was really popular. And so when it came to internet marketing and coaching and mentoring, the apprentice program was also something that was kind of increasing in popularity as well. And so the specific apprentice program that I was involved in, supposedly it was some type of a, earn as you learn type of agreement, which in my opinion is oftentimes, especially if you're first starting out, one of the best ways for you to get started and to learn. Why? Because you actually work with somebody who knows what he or she is doing. You get to help out, and maybe even if you're not getting paid, or maybe you don't have to pay to be involved in that, you still get to learn, right? You still get to get a lot of experience under your belt, know exactly how things work, and be a part of that team, so that in the end, you will actually have the education, the knowledge, the experience to do something very similar for yourself as well. And so for this particular apprenticeship program, I was involved in multiple projects, multiple tasks. It pushed my boundaries to the point where, previously, and I still am, a huge introvert, where if I'm not in front of the camera, I'm not in front of a crowd, I can be very quiet. I can go hours, I can go days, in fact, without talking to a single person. My close friends, my family, they can all attest to this, right? I'm one of the most quietest, introverted, antisocial, awkward people in the world if I'm not actually presenting or talking about something, or, meeting people or whatever else. And so with that, I saw that as a huge opportunity for me to go outside of my comfort zone. Yes, I was introverted, and so for things like creating landing pages and building lists and running Google Ads, these were all things that I already knew how to do, right? It was something that pushed me to be involved in something. And so that was part where I saw myself being able to contribute in the actual team itself. On the other hand, though, there were more things that I knew that I wanted to do. There were more things, even while I was working at Google. One of the biggest fears that I always had was when I was training, right? When I had to create not only the strategies, put together the systems, but in the end, I had to train my entire team on how to actually implement them, on how to get things done, on how things work and all those things, right? And that was something I never really got over. And so this apprenticeship program gave me the opportunity to involve myself in even more training, right? Initially, it started off with training just the mastermind buddies and the mastermind groups. And it was easy, right? Because it was just a tele-seminar call at the time that we call it, right? Tele-seminar, you pick up the phone, hey, what's up, guys? I know who you are. I know who you are. And it's just a really great way for you to, increase and improve your skill, increase your experience doing something that you're comfortable with people whom you're comfortable getting along with, right? And so with all of that, it was a great mini experience for me until, of course, we start doing actual live events. We start doing seminars. And I can't tell you how many times I was, very nervous on the stage, didn't know what I was about to say. Exactly the same experience as what I had when I was working at Google and doing those types of, employee trainings, except this time, these were public events, right? I had no idea who I was talking to. I had no idea what type of value, are they going to get value? Are they going to learn something from me? Is this good, right? Sometimes you have no idea. But the point is, when it came to the apprenticeship program, because of my involvement in something like that, as they say, the more often you do something, the more times that I was on the stage, the more times I was doing training, the more times I was on the phone doing those teleseminars, once again, back in the day, as what we call them, this was exactly the type of experience that I needed, the opportunity that I needed in order for me to actually be somebody, to exceed that level of what I wanted to do. And so notwithstanding, a very short time later, right, finally, I was able to achieve a little bit of success for myself. Now, just to let you know, with that particular internet marketer, okay, the one that was coaching me, the one that was giving me some type of mentorship, the one that I was involved in that apprenticeship program, unfortunately, things didn't really work out with me and him at that time. But I will never forget that experience because I learned a lot. It was something that completely changed the way that I looked at business. And with that, this just goes to show that everything that we do in our lives, right? Every new chance, every new community that we join, every brand new opportunity, they could very well be stepping stones. We may not be doing the exact same thing 1 year from now as what we're doing right now. In fact, a little bit over a year ago, all the things that I was doing in my business, right? All those things, just like with everyone else, they completely changed. They had to change because of these times, because of what happened, right? I no longer travel around the world. I no longer do live seminars on the stage. I no longer do live in-person training just because that's not something that we can do anymore. So what's to say that 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, we'll still be doing the exact same thing that we're doing today? The point is, everything that we do is a stepping stone, right? Every opportunity is a chance for us to continue to grow, build our relationships. As long as you make the commitment, as long as everybody has the best possible intentions for one another, I don't see a reason why in the future, any one of us may not, even if we don't work together anymore, why we can't be friends, why there can't be additional opportunities for us to work together. Just the same thing with Mike and Donna. I met them all the way back in like 2006, 2005, that time frame. And for the first 5-6 years, we were very close. We met several times a year, right? We went to Vegas, we went to LA, we went to Orlando, we went on cruises, we went to Mexico. We went to all these different holidays together, had drinks, parties, all in great fun, right? And then in the last several years, everybody went their own different ways. I left the US and all the different things happened. And so with all of that though, like I said, right, if you have the best possible intentions and you upkeep that relationship, and you're good people, we're good people, everybody is good people who have the best intentions to help one another, and not only each other, but everybody else out there, as you can see, right, with Mike and Donna and everybody else who is part of the Groove team, we all, of course, are together once again. And so this leads us to what I want to share with you here today. When I fast forward after, several months of me doing things on my own, I remember still all the benefits, all of the amazing experiences, all the help that I was able to achieve and get as a result of being a part of this apprenticeship program. And so as a result, I decided to start my own. I created my own apprenticeship program. And at the time, we started off with one person and then with two people. Eventually, my apprenticeship program grew into dozens of people, right? All doing different things. They got to travel with me as well. I sponsored them. We went on cruises. Actually, we went on the Marketer's Cruise multiple times with a lot of my apprentices. And we also went to, different seminars in LA, also in Vegas, in Florida, in Texas, and just in New York, and just a whole bunch of places. And I basically was able to replicate that type of experience, and it was completely awesome, right? It was amazing. And just like everything else, I believe is a stepping stone, right? Not all of us obviously are working together anymore. And what I would even say is that even if those people ever look back and they see their time with me as my apprentice as something that provided them value in some way, shape, or form, then of course I consider that to be all worth it, right? Now, of course, times changed already back at the time. I had some personal things that we're not going to get into right now, but I ended up leaving the US, right? I ended up for a while leaving my businesses behind, did something else, and went on and lived a brand new life and created something new, right? Later on, when push comes to shove, and we came back into the game, right? And I came back into internet marketing. I started doing seminars again. Fast forward a few years later, on multiple occasions, I once again also created multiple apprenticeship programs. And with that, being the leader, being the mentor, and the experience that I had over the years, all these people, they became, more successful than ever. I'm talking people who ultimately also became speakers, also became trainers, also became mentors, and all of them also making money, helping other people, becoming successful, you name it. That's basically the point of all of these apprenticeship programs, right? And the mentorship and everything else that follow. And so obviously with the things that's happened in the last 1 or 2 years, times changed again. We're all locked at home. We can't do seminars. I can't meet them face to face. And so with everything that had been evolving over the last year, I'm sure many of you who have been in this community would know, I focused a lot of my energy now into the Groove community, into everyone who wants to work with us, who wants to learn. I recently focused into the Groove expansion project of Groove headquarters now having made its own name, in Asia and everything along those lines as well. And so that, I believe, is where we end up here today. All right. Each time, just so that you know that we have our apprenticeship programs, and every time that I talk to fellow community members and everything else, I see more and more people who are excited about Groove. I see more and more people who are excited in terms of what they want to do, reaching the goals, wanting to change their lives, take control of what, these times as much as they can take control over. Like for me, for example, I'm locked down. We're in a full lockdown. I cannot leave this house. I cannot leave the state. I cannot leave Malaysia, and I haven't left Malaysia, which is very, very different lifestyle because I used to travel multiple times every single month, and I have not left the country ever since January of 2020. You can imagine how my life have changed, right? How it's changed my business, how it's changed my lifestyle, and everything else along those lines. And so with all these things being changed, I've been a one-man show in my business for the last year plus. Yes, I've been helping out with Groove, but I've also been doing my own webinars. I've been doing my own, coaching programs. I've been doing my own mentorships, my own websites, my own YouTube channels, and all those different things. And I'm just like a multitasker, right? But now I believe is one of those times where a shift is calling, right? Where the opportunities, all the stars are aligning so much and so well that I think now is time to do it all over again. What do you think? Because with the launch of GrooveAsia, with the expansion of Groove, with the growth of the entire Groove community as a whole, I think that now is a great time for us to do everything again, and this time as part of a community team where everything will be Groove related. Are you excited about that? Would this be something that you're interested in? Because if you are, let me know in the comments. Type in yes, type in I'm excited, type in yes, count me in, or whatever, so that we know to either reach out to you or that you also know that this message is designed for you as well. And before we actually share with you your next action steps and what you need to do and what this opportunity is all about, I, of course, as always, want to jump right into the comments and say hi to just a few of you who are here, because I think that this is a great opportunity for all of you to be a part of everything that we do. Zaffer is saying good morning. Great to see you, Zaffer. Good to see you. Thank you for your message. Tyra is saying we'll be listening while I drive back to the house. Thanks so much for inspiring, sharing, and dating. And dating, I'm not sure what you mean by that, but thank you very much. PST in Northern California. Tyra, also always great to see you as well. We also have Nicholas saying hashtag live, get a mentor with GrooveAsia. This is absolutely one of the best opportunities, I believe. Thank you very much, Mr. Nicholas, who also happens, by the way, to be one of our mentors and leaders within the Groove Expansion Project. We also have Naveen saying hello, a great hello back to you as well, Naveen. Thank you for joining us. Groove Pages Training, Nicholas also saying with GrooveAsia and the right mentor, your future has the potential to be brighter than you can imagine right now. Absolutely, I absolutely agree, just because of all the things, and Nicholas gets to see some of the behind the scenes stuff because he is a part of the community team that I will be talking to you more about in just a moment. We also have Meg saying yes, Groove needs a formal community. We do have a formal community. You're in the community right now. That's why you're able to watch us. But yes, we have a lot more that is planned for you. And just like Dr. Tess says, she says, yes, count me in. Naveen is also saying that you are interested. Benny is saying yes in. We got Helen saying hi from New Zealand. And then Nicholas is saying change is inevitable. Either you change or something will change your future for you. Make the change. Yes, absolutely. And I don't know what you mean, Meg, by saying needs a community manager. We actually do have a community manager for Groove. For example, David Lemon for a while was the community manager, and now that's been transitioned over to another one of our fellow Groovesters, Groove team members. Her name is Chelsea. And so in terms of a community manager, one already exists. But if you're talking more about the lines of what we are doing, right, then of course, I want to invite you to check out some of the resources right here at the bottom ticker, or maybe in the description of the video above or below, because this is where you're going to see a lot more resources on whatever it is that we're going to be talking about here today. So going back into, let's say if you are interested, like many of you, saying that you want to be a part of the Groove team, then what I want to invite you to do right now is to go to this link right here. Okay, grooveover.to/Groove team. grooveover.to/Groove team. And once you actually go to that page, what you're going to see is that it will redirect you to one of our recent videos that is right here on our GrooveAsia YouTube channel. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and paste this URL in so that you will see exactly what you will see. Actually, I don't need to do that, because right down here, when you scroll through the page, you'll see a lot of the recent videos that we had created. And the most recent one that was uploaded just under a day ago is your opportunity to become GrooveAsia Community Team as a brand new member, very similar to the apprenticeship program that I was talking about, very similar to the mentorship that I was talking about. This is a brand new community that you're going to want to be involved in if, in fact, you want to be a bigger part of everything that we do. So if you go ahead and go to grooveover.to/Groove team, Okay, what that's going to do is it's actually going to redirect you to this brand new video that was uploaded just about yesterday at the time of this particular live stream. And what you want to do, of course, is to watch this video. Actually, it's about 1 minute in length. If you want to learn all about the brand new community team opportunity, this is your exclusive invitation to be a part of it. Not only that, watch the video itself. Take a look at some of the resources that are available right here. When you go into the actual description, scroll down just a little bit, and you will see right over here where you will be able to click on and invite yourself, accept our invitation to become a member of the GrooveAsia Community Team. Okay, so once you click there, you will see that this will take you directly over here. Want the chance to become a leader as a member of our all new Groove Community Team? You can work as a team. You can change lives together and you can become a leader. But more importantly, we work with one another. So you will also potentially be able to earn as you learn in a very similar type of environment arrangement that I had the very, very lucky privilege to be a part of, which allowed me to become the entrepreneur that I am today. Okay, so now we're pretty much giving back, and this will be the exact same kind of opportunity that you are going to get. The only thing that you need to do for now is to click right here to where it says apply for the GrooveAsia team. Okay, once you are there, you will be redirected to our GrooveAsia team application where you will be requested to enter in your name, your email address, your Facebook profile, all of this so that we know who you are and how we can get in touch with you. Okay, we're not going to spam you or anything like that. And then as much as you can, also share information about yourself. If you speak any other different languages or have access to any other types of cultures or languages or countries or whatever else, because a big part of GrooveAsia is, of course, we're going to be expanding into different countries. But even if you are not multilingual, even if you're only based in, I don't know, the US or maybe in Australia, and maybe you don't speak any other language, it's okay. Right? Because as you scroll down just a little bit, you will also see that there's plenty of additional ways that if you want to, you can also contribute to the entire Groove community here as well. So do us a favor, come over here, follow the links and the instructions as what we shared with you just moments ago. Watch this video again. If you need to, right after the session is over, you'll be able to watch the replay, okay? And just make sure that you come over here and fill out everything as completely as you can, be as detailed as possible. And of course, we want to make sure that we do whatever it is that we can to ensure that the highest quality, highest qualified members will be a part of everything that we do. All right, so with that, go over to grooveover.to/groove team, as you see on the screen right now, so that you can follow the instructions to actually come over here. Of course, once you're actually on here as well in our YouTube channel, make sure that you subscribe to it if you haven't already, because there's going to be a ton of additional YouTube exclusive content that you're not going to want to miss out on as well. All right, so for this right here today, this is our official invitation to you to be a part of everything that we do right here in the Groove community. And if this is something that you want to be a part of, just like Manny, yes, count me in. Let's get Groove webinar tomorrow. Let's do many things, Manny, because this is something that is absolutely amazing that I feel like you can actually be a part of as well. Helen also, hi from New Zealand, which is perfect for you as well, Helen, even though you're not officially like GrooveAsia, so to speak. Another part of GrooveAsia is the time zone, right? Because right now, for me being here in Malaysia and you being in New Zealand, I think that we're very similar in terms of time zones. If you want more localized supports, you know, or different types of webinars or different types of live streams that's more along the lines of your time zone, this is yet another reason, another benefit of doing GrooveAsia. And by the way, if you want to learn more about everything GrooveAsia related, check out the resources, check out the links in the ticker in the description above, below this video. Check out our FAQ page. A lot of questions have also been answered there as well. Okay, we also have, Let's see. We have Anne saying, yes, looking forward to learning more. We will always continue to provide more information, Anne, but if you want to learn more, of course, we invite you to go to our social media channels, our YouTube, our Facebook pages. There's actually a lot of hours of content there already, which will allow you to be able to learn a whole lot more. We also have Marge join us. Hello from North Carolina, 12:30 a.m. Happy middle of the night to you. We also have Nicholas saying hello to Tyra. Great to see you here again and again and again. Tyra is always here and always join us. So yes, absolutely. This is something that is very exciting. Tyra saying so very excited for all the changes, the opportunity to grow, help others learn, and build a strong online business. Keeping us updated is what I was posting. Very cool. So yes, as much as we obviously can, or at least for me to do my part, this is another big reason why I would say, it's a big part of what I do. Everybody in the Groove community, right? All the leaders, all the community managers, everybody who does live streams and webinars, all the leaders are absolutely amazing. I'm sure you'll agree though, everyone also has their own styles of teaching and training and keeping updates. For me personally, you know that I come on as often as I can, multiple times every single week, to give you updates, to give you announcements, to share with you anything that is exciting that you should know about, and more importantly, different types of opportunities such as this one, such as the opportunity for you to join us in our upcoming, launch events, such as the opportunity to promote. All of these are extremely, extremely time sensitive. So if you haven't already, make sure that, of course, you are subscribed to us, that you like us on social media, that you turn on those notifications so that you don't miss any of these time sensitive content, because once the opportunity is gone, it could very well be gone forever. And right now, if you're watching us #live or not too long in the #play, the good news is the Groove team is still open for applications. Once we build our team, once we get to work, once we start training, that might be different, okay? Because we cannot simply continue to get new members and start over with all the training every few days and things like that. We need to make progress. We need to go ahead. So if this is something that you're interested in, make sure that once again you got to grooveover.to/groove team, fill out your application, watch that video, subscribe to our channel, and learn everything that you need to know when it comes to the next steps of joining us here as well. We also have Raghul joining us from India. Great to see you. Helen is saying yes, we are. Nicholas is saying don't forget to join our committees and hit the subscribe buttons so that you get all the updates in real time. Roberts is also joining us #live. Yes, with all of that, this is everything that is, I believe, such an exciting time for us to be in Groove. So if you want to take full advantage of everything that we talked about here today, once again, check out the ticker, check out the links above or below this video, and make sure that you don't miss a moment of our live shows. The next time that we go live, turn on those notifications, like, subscribe, follow us on social media, and the rest will be absolutely awesome. So that's all that I have here for you today. On behalf of the entire Groove team and myself, I want to thank you for your time, for joining us here today. The next time that we're going to be on live, sometime during this week or maybe early next week, don't be surprised if we have more people to join us, because at that point in time, one of the tasks that many of us actually have as part of the Groove community team is, if you want to join me on these live streams, if you have something to share, if you want to be a big part of everything that I do, it is my invitation to you to join us right here on this show as well. So don't be surprised if the next time that we come on, either tomorrow or the day after that or the day after that, I will be joined by one of our fellow members or maybe even one of our leaders. All right, so with that, make sure that you take action if you want to be a part of everything that we do from now and in the future. All right, let me know if you have any questions. And as always, I will see you on the inside. Cheers, folks. Make sure that you fill out those applications, and we will be in touch with you very, very soon. You gotta get into the groove.